Good day, beautiful soul family, and welcome back to On Another Level. And so I woke up and I just went to my Bible. I had a troublesome dream, and I'm going to bring that to Divine Spirit, or it's already brought to Divine Spirit for further discernment. But what's so interesting is as I opened up the Bible, Divine Spirit brings me to Isaiah chapter 28. And here in Isaiah chapter 28, verses 14 to 22, it talks about a deal with death. Now, I'm going to read this out, but I'm also going to read 23 to 29. Okay? And that talks about God's wonderful advice. Okay? So here it says from 14 to 27. 22. It says, "Therefore, hear the word of the Lord, you scoffers who rule this people in Jerusalem. For you said, we have made a covenant with death, and we have an agreement with Sheol. When the overwhelming catastrophe passes through, it will not touch us, because we have made false our refuge, and have hidden behind treachery. Therefore the Lord God said, Look, I have laid a stone in Zion, a tested stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation, that one who believes will be unshakable." Can I pause on that? So today, Divine Spirit had gave me a download about unshakable faith, about not unwavering, about not wavering, okay? And so here, I was like, wait a minute, unshakable. It's about having that unshakable faith no matter what, no matter who comes against you, surprisingly. You must have unshakable faith in who? In Divine Spirit, okay? "And I will make justice the measuring line, and righteousness the mason's level. Hail, hail will sweep away the false refuge, and water will flood your hiding place. Your covenant with death will be dissolved, and your agreement with Sheol will not last. When the overwhelming catastrophe passes through, you will be trampled. Every time it passes through, it will carry you away. It will pass through every morning, every day, every night. Only the terror will cause you to understand the message. Indeed, the bed is too short to stretch out on it, and its cover too small to wrap up in. For the Lord will rise up as he did on Mount Perizim. He will rise in wrath as at the valley of Gibeon, to do his work, his unexpected work, and to perform his task, his unfamiliar task. So now do not scoff, or your shekels will become stronger. Indeed, I have heard from the Lord God of armies a decree of destruction for the whole land." And that's very interesting, because you want to build a covenant with Divine Spirit, not a covenant with death. Truth be told, there are transformations, there are endings and beginnings. But there are people who behind the scenes have laid the covenant with death. I can't say much about certain things, but if we really knew the deals that take place on humanity, in reference to humanity, of what they allow, we would truly be hurt. We were really feeling shekels. But thankfully, Divine Spirit is with us. I want to go further here, and it says God's wonderful advice. Verse 23 of chapter 28, it says, "Listen and hear my voice. Pay attention and hear what I say. Does the plowman plow every day to plant seed? Does he continuously break up and cultivate the soil? When he has leveled its surface, does he not then scatter black cumin and sow cumin?" It's so funny because I'm cooking and I used cumin in my food. But anyways, when he has leveled his surface, does he not then scatter black cumin and sow cumin? He plants wheat in rows and barley in plots, with spelt as their border. His God teaches him order. He instructs him. Certainly, black cumin is not threshed with a threshing board, and a quart wheel is not rolled over the cumin, but black cumin is beaten out with a stick, and cumin with a rod. Bread grain is crushed, but is not threshed endlessly. Though the wheel of the farmer's quart rumbles, his horses do not crush it. This also comes from the Lord of armies. He gives wondrous advice. He gives great wisdom. So, beautiful soul family, do not rely upon the world. Do not, making a covenant with death is really like saying, letting fear rule your life. Don't give in, don't give up. This is the theme today. Don't give in and don't give up. Continue. Learn from Joseph. He went through situations, but the Divine Spirit brought him out, gave him wisdom. Not once did he build a covenant with death. Not once did he fear, but where there's a presence of fear, we have the opportunity of utilizing courageousness. Always rely on Divine Spirit, because Divine Spirit gives wondrous advice and wisdom. And this is all that I have. Have a beautiful and wonderful day. Namaste.